Today in our 2015 Ford F-150, we'll be installing the Westin Traxx oval Nerf bars. They are part number 21-23935. These cab-length oval bars will make it easier to get in and out of your truck while looking factory installed. They offer greater stability than round bars and have sealed ends to keep out moisture. The sturdy plastic resists UV rays and fading and cracking. The bars are made from steel with a black powder coat to resist rust and corrosion. It's quick and easy to install with no drilling required. Alright, here's where our Nerf bars come with. Obviously we have the Nerf bar here. We have our bracket for the driver front, notated by the DF on it. Each one's marked, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. The right front will be marked PF for passenger front. Then we have another bracket here that attaches to that. On the back, it's the same thing. Again, driver's rear, notated on it. Identical bracket there. All four of them are the same. Here's our hardware. We have our bolts to secure the Nerf bar to the bracket, lock washers here, the washers for that, and then the washers, lock washers, nuts, and carriage bolts for mounting our brackets to the vehicle itself. Additionally, we have these plastic shims here that are used to prevent the corrosion from forming since we're mounting a steel Nerf bar to an aluminum body truck. Also, it does come with the 6mm Allen key to install the bolts that hold the Nerf bars to the bracket. However, what I would like to do will be using a 6mm socket that I had with the Allen key on it, just so I can use it on a ratchet to speed up the process a little bit. So we need a 6mm, a 13mm socket. I have an electric cordless ratchet here to help speed up the process a little bit. And finally, a torque wrench. Those are the only tools you'll need to install these Nerf bars. Now on the rear of our vehicle, on the rocker panel, you'll find 3 of these threaded studs hanging off of it. That's where our rear mount goes. So right now, we'll take one of those clear plastic corrosion inhibitor shims and we'll install them on the studs. Just kind of push it on it and give it a turn like you're threading a nut on while you do it, just to run it down, and it speeds up the process a little bit. So we'll do that on all 3 of the studs on our back bracket. With those on, we'll do the same on the front. So starting with our rear bracket here, have it positioned like this. We'll take this flange here, install this carriage bolt from the back side, like so, in the middle hole. Stick it on like this. The flat ridge here will face up on all of our brackets. Take our flat washer, then our lock washer, and we'll just loosely thread this on for the time being. Now we can assemble the front bracket about the same way. So we'll just slide them over those studs. So we'll place a flat washer on, lock washer, and then one of the 8mm nuts. Doing the same for all 3 of those studs. And we'll do the same on the back one now too. Okay, so we'll take our rear bracket. Okay, with our brackets loosely installed now, we can set our Nerf bar on top of them and start the bolts for those, then we'll tighten everything up. So we'll just raise it up, center the holes over the bracket, and let it rest on there. We'll take one of our Allen bolts here, we'll install a lock washer on it, and then a flat washer. We'll thread it into the hole. There'll be 2 bolts on each bracket, just loosely for now. Make sure you get them in straight, they don't cross thread. Move on to the front bracket and we'll do the same. So we'll use our 13mm the socket on our ratchet and we'll tighten the 4 bolts on each bracket, starting with the one that bolts the 2 brackets together first, and then the 3 to the body. We'll do the same on the front bracket too. All right, now we want to try to level the Nerf bar out, because as you can see, you can rotate it a little bit and it'll change the level of the foot pad. What I try to do is push it all the way towards the back. That way the foot pad's the most level. So now we'll take our 6mm socket and we'll snug up those bolts too. Doing the same on the front. With all our bolts snug down, we can now torque them down the specified amount found in the instructions. And that completes our installation on the driver's side, and we'll repeat the exact same process for the passenger side. And that completes our installation of the Westin Pro Traxx oval Nerf bars that are 4 inches in diameter with a black powder-coated steel finish, part number 21-23935 on our 2015 Ford F-150.